To talk about Aahaar Kranti, I'd like to now introduce to all of you Dr. Rashmi Kulkarni, Lead Coordinator, Aahaar Kranti. She is a PhD Molecular Genetics from the Ohio State University, USA, and a Master's Microbiology from the University of Mumbai. She's finished her postdoctoral research in evolutionary genetics at the Institute of Molecular and Cell Biology, Singapore. She's a researcher at the Weill Cornell Medicine, Qatar, elucidating the mechanisms of breast cancer and lung cancer. She's also an entrepreneur in hydroponics as managing partner at Integrated Group Qatar. She's an educator, conducting student research programs, focusing on human microbe and how it relates to nutrition, and also a very well-known app developer. Thank you so much, Rashmi ji. Please share your thoughts.
Namaste everyone. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you everyone, all of the speakers, for all the wonderful talks, wonderful insights that we have today. So without taking a lot of time, I'll quickly go through the way forward, what the vision we have. I hope everybody can see the slides. So the vision of Aahaar Kranti is because when nutrition is incomplete, what we can see here is the developmental potential is not met. We do not develop fully. And what happens is a lot of infectious diseases and chronic diseases, as all the previous speakers mentioned, the burden is just increasing day by day, especially in Bharat. So the solution that we have so far in the past 1 year, we focused on addressing all of the nutritional gaps and making educational modules. So the wonderful team, Nakulji gave profuse credit to me, and I humbly accept it on behalf of the entire team who worked tirelessly in preparing these modules. Anjali ji, Shikha ji, Praful ji, Yellow ji himself, Leena ji, Vikram ji, and Kasturi ji, and as well as Sujata ji, in making all of these modules. So there were so many webinar series, there were so many interactive and engaging talks that were given by the subject matter experts. But what we are focusing now is really solutions. So when we look at the way forward, we are trying to address solutions, because when people have solutions right in front of them, awareness is one thing, but having solutions takes it to the next level. We can fix nutritional gaps by providing all of these. And as Prakash ji mentioned, as Sujata ji mentioned, there is so much collaborative leadership happening between all three verticals to solve these issues. There are some examples that I'm showing right now. I'll quickly go through these. There are nutritional interventions that we are looking at in collaboration with Karnataka State KSRDPU, the university we have signed MOU with. On the right, I have mentioned the kind of things that we would be looking at. So we are already in the process of forming teams and beginning these kinds of studies where we will work with partnering institutes, and these there will be data collection in a very systematic manner. All of this will be published so that this can be replicated on a national level. There's nutritional supplementation for children who are anemic or who have nutritional issues. There are these supplements that are made by a company called Bibliant. So this is one of the pilot projects that we are also beginning, where clinical studies will be done along with partnering institutions. There are nutritious recipes. There's a collation of healthy recipes that will be done, which are child approved, tested by parents. These are all hands-on projects that the students will be doing. Again, there's data collection in all of these endeavors. There's nutrition in the curriculum. So the subject matter experts in Aahaar Kranti are looking at introducing nutrition in a way where children will be very inspired and very motivated to actually follow what is mentioned in the curriculum. Again, these all will have hands-on experiments. There will be data collection for this as well, as to what the effect is. And when we talk about solutions for people who really cannot afford good food, so there's affordability issues and there's poor choices of food. In order to solve the affordability issue, we are working with subject matter experts. We are working with partnering institutions to build nutri-gardens, food forests, so they can actually fix the nutritional gaps. They can remove this issue of malnourishment. We are looking at growing wild fruits and vegetables which have a very high nutritive value. There are projects like these, as Prakash ji mentioned, that when people start thinking about fresh food, organic food, hyper-local food, we are also looking at having DIY hands-on projects which will make people self-sufficient, who can grow their own food by using hydroponics and aquaponics. Very novel technologies that are gaining popularity. There are also student-led projects where we will focus on using student influencers who are already popular on social media to promote healthy recipes, to promote the importance of health benefits and the impact on their academic performance. The educational modules that I already mentioned will be built into a self-paced online learning course. There will be ebooks and books that will be published. So all of this will be done in collaboration with the education vertical. Nutritional awareness videos. Now, when we talk about these modules, it is very important to present it in a way where people can actually grasp what the nutritional gaps are and what they can do about it. So again, with partnering institutes, we are coming up with student projects where they can make videos of the modules that we have developed so far. There's nutritional awareness campaigns where people need to be educated about the nutrition, age-specific nutrition. And we will again use the modules, videos, and animations in schools, colleges, and these will be displayed on the Partnering Institute's website so that people have very easy access to all of this kind of information. The use of social media, I cannot stress enough because the younger generation is very, very savvy in the use of social media, and we need to use that too in order to reach the new generation. So there will be a lot of nutrition related posts, age-specific nutrition, and projects that students can actually do to promote these kinds of information. There will be certification programs and internships for this as well. Another thing that the Aahaar Kranti subject matter experts and volunteers have been working on are to create collaterals. So what that means is puzzles, games, quizzes, crosswords, and things that help students learn even more easily. So these will be published so that they are available to the general audience. A very important project is community kitchens, where people normally think that, oh, if we need a traditional thali, we need to cook it ourselves. But we want to build a community resource where people come together to build this platform where traditional meals are prepared. The use of local fruits, vegetables, herbs, and spices is done in a very systematic way. And we will do this in partnership with NGOs, midday meal providers, suppliers of fruits and vegetables, so that not everything has to be done in-house or by one person. A community effort is a much more valuable resource for this. We also are identifying subject matter experts who will go and train in a zone-specific manner in the regional language. So we are looking to train zone-specific experts to improve zonal awareness. There's another very interesting project that we are beginning now, which is the nutritional support groups. Something as simple as a WhatsApp group of, say, elderly who are 50 or 100 in one WhatsApp group. If they are motivated and inspired on a daily basis to improve their nutrition, to incorporate colored fruits and vegetables, to incorporate nutritious diet, there's accountability. It is a very simple and effective way of helping improve nutrition. Again, we will be doing data collection and publications in relation to this. As Sujata ji mentioned, one very interesting project that we have already started is educational apps. Two very successful apps that we already made were the Aahaar Buddy and the Microbiome app, which were already very popular. We are working on several others along with Tech Power Girls, other partnering institutions, to build these very engaging apps for children. There's a new take that we can do on traditional recipes in order to make these very popular. So one thing we are working on is to get videos of traditional ways of recipe making along with family stories so that these can be publicized and children can be inspired to make better nutritional choices. There's a very important aspect in our diet, which is traditional fermented foods. So we will be collating all of these fermented foods and the recipes for that and highlighting them again in the form of short videos, animations, and all of the health benefits. We will involve the older generation for recipes, and there will be data collection about the health benefits as well. Very interestingly, as we have seen this several times, the traditional thalis are so diverse, so nutritious. We would be looking at having statewide competitions for a complete, nutritious, diverse thali of different states, which will include local seasonal recipes. These are some of the projects that we have already initiated. We already are in the process of forming teams, collaborating with partnering institutions. And once we fix all of these nutritional gaps, we will form a nation that is much stronger. As Yeloji mentioned, Bharat can very easily be Vishwaguru if we are able to start these pilot projects and take them to the next level. This is what we see going forward in the next 5 years. Many of these projects will be done in collaboration with the agriculture and the education vertical and many different external partners, where we are looking at identifying subject matter experts. We have already signed MOUs with several very interesting partners, universities, and we are also looking at collaborations with corporates, funding, which will be required for all of these pilot projects. So these are some of the things that we are looking for in the next 5 years. So with that, I would like to really thank all of the volunteers in GIST in all 3 verticals who have worked tirelessly in the past 1 year or even more to bring us through this amazing journey. I'm very fortunate to be a part of this. So I'll just end my talk here. Thank you so much for listening.